Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Top with Eric Paris and Red. Joining us today, we have a special guest. P, would you like to introduce?
That's my wife Desiree. She got some
Hello.
off the wall opinions. The reason why I had to join, ask her to join, but she was passionate. She was like, "Oh, I talk on the podcast." But basically, she's my wife of 12 years. We just had our kid what this past February. Yeah. So yeah, so this is the Desiree I was talking about on the other podcast.
All right,
Okay.
Yeah, settling some beef. Okay, so we're gonna start out with just a quick story to kind of lead into the main reason why Desiree wanted to come on. So this week, actually, I think Friday, Beyonce had an album that dropped, the Renaissance, or not an album, movie, the Renaissance movie, the tour movie, released by
God.
AMC. It did very well. Have you guys heard or seen anything? Have you seen it at all?
Never heard of
I
it.
went and saw it this weekend.
Did you like it?
Yes, I loved it.
Okay.
10
Pete,
stars.
Pete, did you go with her?
He's
No. He's
a hater.
yeah, but
She went when I had to work, so she.
It was actually Thursday.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she went opening night.
Right.
Damn, you really? Oh, you remind me of me. I go to movies on Thursdays because I feel like I'm a movie film critic person. If you went on Thursday, you really love Beyonce ass.
I do love Beyonce.
Yeah, it was opening night. So she asked me earlier this year. She was like, "Hey, you want to go to the?" And I was like, "What is it?" I thought it was a concert. She's like, "No, it's a Beyonce movie." I was like, "The fuck I look like going down to Detroit to watch a movie when I can just go down the street and watch it up here? Like,
Right.
if you want people to come, they can bring their ass up to Saginaw if it's that serious." But
Right.
yeah, hell no, I ain't wasting my time for that.
Now I gotta ask Desiree, was it like were people singing along, or were people just sitting down, like, or were they just getting hype?
So where I went, people were actually singing along to some of the songs. They weren't doing the dancing like they're doing at some other places.
Yeah,
Like people dancing up and down the alleys and stuff like that. They wasn't doing all that. They was just singing along and clapping and stuff like that.
All
So it
right.
wasn't bad where I went. Now other places they was doing a little too much.
Yeah. I've seen the videos from like the Philippines and Florida, and I was like, part of me was like, I would be pissed if I went to see this and that was going on.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I was like, it looked pretty fun, So
Yeah, it was really nice. It was pretty much like you got to be at the concert.
Yeah,
If you weren't able to go.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I feel like we're kind of moving in a direction where eventually those things are gonna be live. You're gonna see that stuff as it's going on. Okay, so we covered the Beyonce Renaissance film. Let's talk about this pyramid of GOAT artists that you guys kind of had a little beef about.
So when we started it, she was trying to say that Beyonce is on Michael Jackson's level. So me, I was saying that Beyonce can be on her like female's top pyramid of goats, but if you want to try to put it to where it's universal, I would say no, you can't put her in the man category because there's too many people she got a hop step over. Like she putting Beyonce over Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Usher. Who else had said? It was a whole bunch of people that said that Beyonce would have to leapfrog to even be at the GOAT tier. And I said,
now, what's the rating skills?
huh?
Is it album sold?
No, we were just talking about like personal opinion on what we like to listen to and who had the most impact and all that type of shit. Like album sales, that's kind of hard because everybody got their own flavor. But it was like a lot of people who don't like R. Kelly because of his backstory now. But you can't tell me a lot of motherfucking music is topping R. Kelly. Like when we was doing these versus battles this year and last year, people were trying to put Chris Brown over Usher when Chris Brown came and sniffed Usher's fucking boots at this point, bootstraps.
Shit.
Like Usher is on a whole different fucking tier than Chris Brown.
I wouldn't say that.
But I mean, like that's what I said. We was going through all that beef, and then she tried to put Beyonce in, and I was like, nah.
For me, it's more so artistry. Like when I look at an artist, I look for like how they perform, just everything. To me, Beyonce is like right under Michael Jackson for me because I feel like Michael Jackson, he had a lot to do with everything that happened around him. Like how everything played out in videos. I'm sorry. Some people
Yeah.
bring it. But like how everything played out in the videos and stuff like that, more of like a director point of view. And I feel like Beyonce, she's just that hands on with her artistry. So that's why I'm like, she's right up under him for me. Now for him, he's like R. Kelly. I feel like that's two different worlds with Michael Jackson and R. Kelly.
I know they're different genres as far as like King of Pop and King of R&B, but I was talking about like their whole catalog. Like you talking about impact of an artist, you got to put Michael Jackson up there. Like he had the whole fucking world.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, I think we can all agree that Michael Jackson is kind of alone at number one. Yeah.
And then like it's certain artists where only black folks listen to him. Then you try to transition to pop, where it's worldwide.
Yeah.
And I was feeling like R. Kelly, he had that type of impact, even though it's R&B, it still traveled across the fucking planet.
Yeah. He was universally goated. Yeah. I mean, he's been dead for how long, and his album's still breaking sales records. Like, there people aren't going to, like, in terms of album sales, you're not going to catch Michael Jackson.
I literally was just listening to Michael Jackson yesterday.
Yeah. Now, in terms of like R. Kelly, yeah, he's got he was active for a long time. He's got a long catalog, but there is probably a good 2 albums worth of problematic songs he's got now that you can't listen to the same way, in my opinion.
I mean, you can't do a lot now that you did back then.
Yeah.
But that's why I was putting Usher, like if you was to put like a pyramid where you have Michael Jackson at the top, then you have R. Kelly, and then you have Usher, and then you go to everybody else. Like Chris Brown would be that third tier artist.
I feel that Chris Brown is a little closer to Usher than you think.
Yeah.
I feel like they are pretty much on par with each other. Am I off? Am I off in saying
I would say you off only because Usher got longevity, but he also got signature songs that Chris Brown don't. Like the only songs that come to mind that you can like just name off the top of your head was don't lead too far. It's like Run It, and then you got
Yo.
Yeah, Yo. So you got like our teenage years, he got signature songs, but as a adult, like when he's in his late 20s, early 30s, he don't really got signature hits that everybody know. Whereas Usher, he got about 5 or 10. I don't got my list up, but when we had that versus battle, shit, it'd be like a 10-3. Usher.
I feel like it's a time thing, because like when you're talking about the stuff back then, you're talking about they had hit music videos to go with them, whereas nowadays, how many songs did Chris Brown's last album have? It was nuts.
Shit, his latest one 11, he had 22.
Well, one before that where it was like 3 digits.
Oh, it's like 40 something.
Yeah. So I mean, like, so you're not going to, like, things aren't really going to stick as much because you got to put out the next one. Whereas back in the day, you could ride an album for a year and a half before the next one came out.
For sure.
Nowadays, that doesn't really happen too much. It's about,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we talk about albums, I got to put my little stamp on this shit. If we talk about albums, what album did Usher do Superstar on? What was that album called? Confessions?
Yeah.
Untouched by anybody, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, when you think about albums, that was a solid piece of work. And I don't think R&B people, I'm going to just say Chris Brown. I don't think Chris Brown then broke that type of album yet.
Yeah, maybe not a full project that was just hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Chris Brown is an amazing artist, dancer, performer.
Yeah. If we're talking about performer and like someone who gets up and kills it every time he dances, Chris Brown is almost second to none,
Yeah.
And that kind of brings it back to Beyonce. I will agree, Beyonce is probably up there with Michael Jackson in terms of performance and their tours. Like, because that's one thing that I feel like you hear consistently about people.
I didn't know that.
Well, no, people.
No, I was saying it was music.
You put R. Kelly above. You said Beyonce.
I said as far as music. Oh, because she was putting Beyonce above Whitney Houston, and I was saying as far as talent, Whitney Houston, they call her the voice for a reason.
Yeah, for her voice. But Beyonce is different.
Fuck all that acting shit. I'm talking about something you gonna listen to.
Beyonce can't act. Beyonce can't act worse.
Okay. So
that's
fucked up, right?
You try to change the pyramid, but if you're looking at pure artistry and music, Whitney Houston is the GOAT tier of females to me.
Okay. So what other female artists are in your pyramid? We're gonna separate them, the male and the female.
Say Taylor Swift?
I I heard some wild ass accusations. People were saying that Taylor Swift was like the best concert they went to this year, like in performance wise. And I was like,
Crazy.
And me,
performance wise,
I
From the
didn't
clips
see
I've
some
seen,
shit, bro. It looked like she does nothing but stand there.
yeah.
or play a guitar.
You know?
That's me. Yeah, it doesn't. No
Yeah,
dance
like she got
numbers. You know.
exactly. She got the fans. She got the people behind her marching to a T.
Oh,
But
we're
when you
gonna
say
get
overall concert performance, are you gonna bring that shit? I no.
we're gonna get cooked for that. But yeah, I agree.
The
Rihanna and
Swifties,
Taylor
the
Swift.
Swifties.
You think Rihanna and
She put
Taylor
Taylor Swift
Swift?
and Rihanna in the same tier.
You said who?
Rihanna and Taylor Swift.
It's on the
They're on
same tier.
they're on par.
Ooh.
I because they're very different. Like
They
Rihanna,
are different. What I'm saying is like when I look at them as an artist,
yeah, yeah.
like what
I
they give is the same.
I
See,
feel
she's equating the dancing and the performance and not just pure music.
yeah.
That's why we was debating. Like she adding all that extra stuff. I'm talking about
No,
pure music.
They both have really good music. Beyonce and Taylor Swift. They got good
I
music.
ain't look at I ain't
The one knock I would give Taylor Swift, and again, I'm gonna get cooked for this. I don't. I have a hard time like giving Taylor Swift props when the last couple albums she's done has just been re-recordings because she didn't get her masters. So like she's got these number one albums, and it's like they were number one when they came out 10 years ago too. Is that really a different song though? To me, that's
Oh.
kind of weird, you know. So,
yeah.
but I
Oh.
mean, like again, she's unstoppable. She's got millions of people that
Yeah.
grew up listening to her music as adults now.
Yep, that's
Rihanna, I
true.
think, kind of follows not to diss Beyonce, but Rihanna kind of follows the same thing Beyonce does, where they kind of take these very long hiatuses and the fans are just ravenous for anything new,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll drop a song and then they're like, their fans are going nuts. And they're
The
like, oh, there's going to
world
be an album soon,
stops.
So like they know how to use that kind of time away to kind of
Mm-hmm.
get the anticipation at the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I ain't gonna lie though. I fuck with Rihanna. She been pregnant her last few performances, so I can't really say what she been bringing to the
But even
performance.
before that, her performances have been like
Eh, they've been and to me. I'm gonna be honest.
it's
On the Rihanna
just
side, it's
nothing.
just eh. As a businesswoman, I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
she's
and,
I will say
amazing
that.
at
yeah.
Man,
Her
what
and,
She's
she's
a
really good.
billionaire.
yeah. Her and Taylor Swift, I
Yeah.
think, are up there with Beyonce in the GOAT tier.
Yep,
If we're
yep.
talking business wise,
Yeah,
business
business
acumen for sure.
wise. Yeah.
Um,
I
but
think people like Taylor Swift just because they nosy though. If they see her dating somebody, they're gonna be like, this album about to be fire.
well, no, I
I know
mean,
that breakup gonna be
well,
crazy.
no, I mean, you could argue the same thing with Beyonce and Lemonade. Like pretty much,
Yeah.
taking a peek behind the curtain of her and Jay Z's,
That's
kind of
true though.
rough
That's true.
relationship.
They want to know that salon fight in the elevator.
All right, so we're gonna try and get a pyramid going. This is gonna be rough. I just got a couple names here that showed up when I just looked up the top female and male singers today. I'm gonna assume they take into account sales, awards like Grammys, album sales, that kind of thing. So at the top of, you want to do separate male and female or together?
If we do it all together, it's gonna kind of be hard because all the females to me gonna be towards the middle of the pack, unless you're talking about Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston at the top to me. It'd be Michael Jackson and then at 1A, and then Whitney Houston as far as female be 1A.
And you're going by voice or
Yeah,
for the
I
most
ain't
part.
talking about dancing and sales and all that shit because
Okay,
it's gonna be kind of hard to tell like Taylor Swift's impact versus Whitney Houston impact,
right.
knowing damn
Yeah,
well
yeah, yeah. She's got years to go
Taylor
still. Yeah,
Swift can't hold
yeah,
a candle.
yeah. Okay, so for the male singers, the top one they have is Justin Bieber, and I'm assuming that's popularity, right?
That's pop. Yeah.
Right, right. Then we got Bruno Mars, which I could argue is
He'd
maybe
be
not.
he'd be third he'd be third tier.
Oh
Yeah,
damn! I was gonna go for second tier. Shit.
No,
Yeah.
he ain't second tier.
Who's Bruno Mars?
Because you
Come
talk
on.
about
no.
to me, second tier is R. Kelly and then Usher.
But that's the thing. Okay, so
Is it nostalgia? Is it
I
nostalgia?
feel
No,
like a lot,
look at music.
rose tinted
Bruno Mars
glasses.
is good, but
I feel like a little bit is nostalgia.
I don't think he really listens though. You don't really listen to like new music, like especially like
Bruno Mars ain't
Mars.
fucking new. Bruno Mars is like 15 years old. What do you mean?
Well, Bruno Mars, I will say though, like when I kind of look at like Bruno Mars versus like an R. Kelly, Bruno Mars, I know kills that shit worldwide. You know,
Yes.
R. Kelly, I don't think is bringing people out in South Korea like Bruno Mars is.
No.
You know, so I kind of
I mean,
give
that's
him
pop
an
music though.
edge.
That's not like R&B though.
Is it?
That's why I said
Is
it
it?
would have to be
He
different.
named that top of his own category.
But third tier?
Yeah.
I mean, he sounds smooth.
Because I said he was the closest thing to Michael Jackson when he came out. Then The Weeknd came out. And then I was like, oh shit, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is my drug addicted friend.
Is
number
that-
one. I love him to death.
Okay, I thought I was gonna say go. You just said drug addict. Okay.
Drug addicted friend. I love him.
All right. So Bruno Mars will agree to disagree, second or third tier, in my opinion. They got Justin Timberlake.
He would have to be
He'd be third tier to me.
Okay.
I'll give him third tier.
Usher,
Second.
second tier.
Oh God.
How many tiers is this? 4? Or
We
3?
do like top of the pyramid, then 2 sections. So it'd be 1, 2, and then third, and then 4.
Okay,
So
so 4
4 tiers.
4 tiers. Okay, so we got Usher. Usher's at 2, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Chris Brown.
2.
Yeah, I would
2.
go with mine too.
I agree too.
Okay, they got
Yeah.
they got Harry Styles up
You
here.
see,
Oh, okay.
what you say?
They got Harry
Is that pop?
Styles now.
That's pop though.
Yeah,
ain't it?
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't heard of it.
Well, no. Like a lot of these are mixed. They're not all one genre. So they got Ed Sheeran next.
He'd be third.
He's an international one too.
Mm-hmm.
John Legend.
Ooh, third.
Third. Ooh.
I give him third.
Okay. Yeah.
I couldn't give him 2.
Not feeling the sentiment.
I'd say 4.
Yeah.
4. Ooh. Dude, tough for
I
the
give him
John
a good
Legend fans.
third.
Okay, The Weeknd.
2.
2.
2.
I stand on that. You're gonna have to fight me for that 2.
Okay. And because we know he can sing, Drake.
Are we singers or
Singers? I think
singing capability? I'll put him at 4.
Drake sings.
Yeah, I was about to say he
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's just pure singing, but if it's
because
like,
he harmonized.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be just pure singing.
He a straight harmonizer, bro. He's not a singer.
Yeah. Okay. So that Okay. So those were a few of them. Who do you think was left off? That was snubbed off that little list.
What about what's that? That one dude that sang "You"? Powell.
Jesse Powell?
Yeah.
We're talking
I
about
think he only
old
had, like,
school.
one song.
I mean, he had one hit wonder, but that motherfucker can sing.
That was a great song.
One song.
Babyface, Keith Sweat.
Oh, Luther Vandross, where he at?
Oh, well, that's a little bit older, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross, he go tier 2 now.
But this is top singers today. You know,
Yeah.
so
Today.
yeah.
Chris Brown.
Well, I can't put Michael Jackson if it's today.
But he's still selling. Like,
Well, that was just this list that just came out. But yeah, I mean, and she said he is still selling records.
He still is.
So do a quick tour of the females. Beyonce is the first name on the list.
Well, that's her top tier. That'd be
I would agree Beyonce is top tier.
Yeah.
top of the pyramid.
and today, she's the top.
Yeah. I put her up there.
Now,
Who's above
I feel like this next one is a better voice in my opinion. Ariana Grande. She's got pipes.
She does.
I don't listen to her.
Because it's today, I say it's 2.
2.
Yeah, I would put her at 2.
But
I wouldn't put
all
her
time,
above
no.
Beyonce.
She four tier if it's all time.
Okay.
But she's more so like a reject Mariah Carey.
Oh shit.
When it comes to voice,
God damn.
for me, she's like a Mariah Carey.
Cause Mariah Carey, she be on top of that fucking list too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll add Mariah Carey. Is Mariah Carey at the top of this pyramid as well?
Yeah, she
for the
top.
female?
Yeah, she go tier. Like it'll be Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, top of the pyramid.
She dominates every winter season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's all you hear.
Yeah. She's like yeah, she's next level.
She had pictures that nobody could fucking do back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another great singer, I would argue, Adele.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She 2.
Yeah,
2.
I'll give her
Yes. I love her voice.
Yeah, she's been around for a minute, but I feel like there's not enough albums there to.
Yeah.
Kinda,
I think she
like-
did a lot of like self-improvement
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the middle of this time.
I mean, like
Working
the
out.
subject matters definitely changes. She's like, you know, breakups, and she's kind of like an adult Taylor Swift, in my opinion. More mature content.
And she lost that weight, and that bass in her voice kind of went down. This shit was resonating.
Okay, Tina Turner.
She's still singing today? Selling today?
She's on this list for top female singers today.
Damn.
Tina Turner.
Again, this is just Google, guys. It's not like Billboard or anything.
I would say 4.
4.
I don't think
I say 3. Damn.
Oh, because her voice, like compared to the other people that's on the list, she didn't really have a strong voice.
Yeah,
top. She's also in a different category than everybody else too.
Top tier performer though, for sure. Like Celine Dion. Again, that's a little bit older as well, but also
she got this one beautiful song that I will always love. What is it
3
called?
for me.
3. I feel like that's fair, especially for today.
Yes, yeah. I ain't gonna put her up there because I only know her for one song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's so beautiful.
Okay, the next one is Alicia Keys.
Ooh.
Not a performer like the others. Definitely more
R&B,
piano.
Locally, she's not up there with the other people.
2B. Wouldn't that just be C?
She's in the second tier.
Okay.
I'll put her at 3.
All right. What about okay? A little more.
Top 3, low 2.
Low 2. Okay. Yeah. She's the first one that's getting moved if something needs to be shuffled.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What about more current Billie Eilish?
I haven't heard one song from her.
You don't
Sales wise, I think she's showing the fuck out.
Yeah.
She got a movement on her.
I will say she's got probably the most unique voice on here. Like,
you
there's not many other people that do the.
It's not something I'm gonna listen to, but I see kids. They see her shoes and start crying.
What kind of genre is she? Like, is she like?
It's not. No, it's more of a pop kind of. Yeah, but okay. So those are kind of 2 really quickly hashed together lists or pyramids, and so if we merge them, which of those female artists are joining Michael Jackson at the top?
God damn,
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yes, you added Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston is the fucking goat. If Michael Jackson didn't fucking exist, Whitney Houston been the fucking goat.
And we're just going by voice, just entirely. By voice.
Just voice.
Yeah,
but Jeff Teague a couple weeks ago, I heard that he said he didn't even like Michael Jackson's voice. Period. He said Michael Jackson wouldn't even hold a candle to anybody today.
Who?
It was I think it was a 520 podcast.
Jeff Teague's podcast.
Yeah. He said that motherfucker don't even sound good. Like he said, like actually listen to Michael Jackson's voice. He said this shit's sorry.
Okay, so if we're doing there's 2 spots in the top of the pyramid, and Michael Jackson and Beyonce are kind of going head to head. I'll say that if Joe Jackson didn't exist, you would not hear about Michael Jackson, right? He was kind of forced into singing, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if I feel like Beyonce, no matter what happened, would have become a singer.
Yeah, she was.
So I feel like that's kind of an edge for Beyonce just because of that,
Man, like, you making probabilities that ain't gonna never. That would
this
never
entire
happen.
this entire
was
pyramid.
Beat his ass into that start.
Well, no, this entire pyramid that we did is basically just by what we like, and it's not. There's no numbers to this, so it's kind of hard to do it. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of little factors that you can put in for any one of these people of why they're in.
If we're gonna keep it real, I don't see people dressing up like Beyonce or Taylor Swift, impersonating them in Vegas. I don't see people having holograms.
So you want Elvis on this list and Tupac?
Oh yeah, Elvis. He like kids. I can't respect it. I don't.
But yeah, I mean, like, I feel I would not feel too bad if Beyonce was put side by side with Michael Jackson. I mean, she's got plenty of time to go still.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah.
So do you feel Beyonce better than Whitney Houston?
If we're going by if we're going by just voice, I'd say no, Whitney is better. But if we're taking all of the factors that go together, I think Beyonce's got the edge.
Yeah. She's a great performer.
Oh, look at B. He's like, I thought y'all had my back.
Whitney Houston was a good performer, but Beyonce would have walked around her a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, like, even if we're going by like Michael Jackson, I
Wait.
kind of okay. Go ahead.
Who wrote their own music the most?
Not Michael Jackson.
I know that.
Now, well, Beyonce, she does write.
I know Beyonce don't write shit. She got writing camps.
If we're going by the GOAT of that, then Prince should definitely be number one.
I've been thinking about Prince this whole time.
Because not only
I just didn't like his voice like that.
Not only did he sing, but he composed, arranged, and mixed all of his shit, and he played all the instruments on it. Like Prince was a next level artist.
But shit, you had to put Chris Brown up there too.
Does he do the same thing?
When it comes to writing.
Okay, yeah. Writing is one thing. I'm talking about and the thing is nowadays when people write, you'll see lyrics by and it'd be like 30 people,
Shit, Neo too. Neo, he wrote a lot of motherfucking songs too.
He wrote a lot of good songs.
And Neo was good back in his prime too.
He was excellent.
He just tried to transition to pop, and then his fucking fan base, blacks, motherfucker said, "Oh, you can stay over there then." And he tried to do his ass back, and we wasn't fucking with him no more.
Right.
He did, bro. I dropped him quick. I love Neo music. Mirror, oh man, he had hip rolling, groundworking music. He had that. Every party was playing his music. And then it was like he did some weird shit somewhere, and then I just was like, what happened to this man?
Oh, that song Closer?
Closer was okay. It was the Pitbull. Like once he started trying to get over with Pitbull and stuff like that. That's when he was
that club dancing music.
Yeah, that.
Well, no, I think a similar one that kind of did the same thing, and for some reason it's still successful, is Jason Derulo. Like he kind of got weird, and then now his whole career is based on TikTok right now.
He blew
weird.
the fuck up on TikTok.
Yeah.
I know Nelly, he did a good transition when he went to
country.
When he went to country for a good minute.
Yeah,
he did a real good transition with that one.
Yeah, crossovers like that, they're generally, if they're good, it still has to sound good. You can't just put Nelly on any country track, but if it's good, they'll sell out.
Shit, I like MGK's crossover to punk rock.
Was that a diss or is that genuine?
No, rapper. I was an actual MGK fan until you tried to win at Eminem. And then when we went back to the punk rock, where it was like American Pie movies type genre music.
Right.
Yeah, I was fucking with that. Cause I'm a big fan of Guitar Hero, so when he did that, I got a couple of his songs on my playlist.
All right.
He went for Eminem, and I ain't gonna lie, he kind of like tarnished his image in my eyes.
Yeah, it came back once he did the punk rock. Like once he like said, "Oh, Eminem ended my rapping career," even though he still rap, and just went straight to punk rock. And then to me, he came back because he was different. Okay. But then when he got with Megan, I forgot her last name, and then he started doing his nails and shit. But I know you say you got a daughter that painted his nails and shit. So
was it Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, Megan Fox. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how people was like, he basically changed his identity, so he's cool now.
Yeah,
he went into witness protection.
Yeah, Eminem ended that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
But I gotta ask you two, did we settle this beef a little bit?
I doubt it.
Okay.
He gonna still feel the way that he feels.
Because she tried to say that Beyonce is like LeBron or Michael Jordan or some shit. And she put her on Michael Jordan's tier. Or, no, she was saying that Beyonce is like LeBron, where everybody hate on LeBron. And he never get his recognition.
She does get her recognition, but people
She got a whole beehive. She gets recognition.
Yeah.
She gets hers. But I'm saying, like, when it comes to, like, people like him that just hate on her for no apparent reason. Like, she's been in the game for 26 years. Who has longevity like that? That's still able to sell like she does? Nobody does that right now.
Well, shit, 26 years after about 4 or 5 year gap, so what the fuck?
It's people that come out now.
I'm not gonna lie, P. You start to sound like the hater hit on LeBron.
He said what?
You sound like a LeBron hater, but with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
That's what I told him. I said,
you do.
It's horrible.
You really do.
I mean, you can't claim longevity if you're or every other fucking year. She be taking about 10 years.
But she just started doing that later.
When did Lemonade come out? before the pandemic?
Yeah, it was before the pandemic.
It was before.
It came
Yeah.
out a long
And then
time.
what was her next album after that?
It was on Tidal for a while.
It was like something with Lion King. Whenever
Yeah, that bullshit. She might as well just throw that shit in the trash.
I mean, it wasn't just her album. Wasn't it like a bunch of artists were on it?
Yeah, because that's kind of like if Rihanna came out with a new album today. They're like, oh my god, she's been out for 20-something years. When shit, we ain't heard from her ass since about 8 years ago. But then they try to claim longevity after an 8-year wait. And then she came out with one song for the Super Bowl, and that's the only song you ever fucking heard.
I think you can make a case for longevity if people are still showing up to concerts, because selling tickets where people have to show up for anything, it's always going to be harder when your fan base gets older as well.
Yeah,
that's why Taylor Swift's album or her film movie with AMC went crazy, like $190 million sold. Whereas Beyonce is not expected to go anywhere near that because her fans are older. That demographic doesn't show up for stuff like that anymore. So if she's still able to have a concert movie and she's still selling out stadiums and stuff, she's still got it.
So you're saying Ja Rule's still relevant?
He's not selling out no stadiums. Did you really
and half of those tickets were bought by 50 Cent, and we all know.
Literally. He literally said that shit. He said he bought the first 3 rows. He bought out, bro, front row tickets for Ja Rule was $35.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't know I was playing at a concert hall. Yeah, but yeah, this beef will probably never be settled because there's gonna be someone else coming out tomorrow with a new album, and they're gonna be the hottest thing, and we'll have this conversation again.
And Paris is really stubborn.
Yes, very.
He gonna stand on business every time. Now say something. I say something.
Right. As long as you know.
He's horrible.
All right.
You got the same trait. Oh, you got the same trait.
Yeah. All right. I feel like we can wrap this up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We good? We said a little beef here. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. They ain't settle shit.